If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure that you guys, the camera is appropriate for you. All right, Sagittarius. So I am going to do a general reading for you. Okay, I am going to be using different decks. I do want to use the money cards today. A few people have been asking for financial readings, and that's what I'm going to do. But of course, all of the cards I use will be used for any kind of situation that you may be experiencing in life as well. So this is for Sagittarius. Let's see what we're for Sag. We're going to start with the green deck and let's get to it. This is for Sagittarius. Okay. Well, at the bottom of the deck, you have success will find you. Ah, that's just so beautiful. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that gorgeous to see? Success will find you. Now, remember, before we started this, what did I say? I said that this is not just only with money. Okay, so if there's a problem, if there's an issue that you guys are experiencing, this one in particular is saying that you're going to experience some type of success. I'm sorry, give me a second. I thought I pulled you guys up on my computer and I did not. I apologize about that. I want to make sure you guys can see. Okay, yeah, you can see. Hey, everyone. Hey. All right, so yeah, so exactly, Lisa. It's gorgeous to see. It's amazing to see. I love it. So we're going to keep this card in mind because this is the first card that turned over. So moving forward, whatever problems that we see in the reading, that is what we're talking about. You guys are going to be able to overcome. Okay. So if we see money issues, we'll talk about it. If we see love issues, we'll talk about a family. We'll talk about it. But then this talks about you being able to succeed over that. Now, the other two cards that came out was charity and patience. Now, charity is a very interesting card because you got to be very careful with charity because sometimes it's not saying that you guys need to be charitable. It's just saying that you could be giving too much, okay, of yourself. But this is what it says. See where you can give more of yourself to helping others and make a difference. Now, this is what I really do believe it's saying. A lot of you are into maybe spirituality. If it has nothing to do with spirituality, there's like self-help books that some of you want to write. You are, and I've told you before, this is always so heavy with Sagittarius, motivational speakers. It could be something small like taking care of children or being some like teacher guidance counselor, but not really a counselor in a school. It's saying that your advocacy for people is great. So that's kind of the overall energy what I'm seeing with Sagittarius. So it doesn't really matter what work you do. It's just basically saying this is where you are in life. So, I mean, I'm talking about this could happen. We talked about this with, doing hair. Is that not the same? They talk about people who do hair are somewhat like counselors sometimes. They give really good advice, the good ones. So I do see you guys giving back in some way. Don't know what that means for you. You guys will automatically know what that means, but what the charity card is basically saying. Now, the next card here is patience. Ugh. That's a nasty word here. I don't like that card. I don't like that word, okay? But I love the first line on here says, divine timing is at hand, and it will require you having faith while you are showing the way. So basically, this is requiring you to have faith while you wait. And I know for some of you, that's just, what are you waiting for? And some of you may feel like you don't have a lot of time, depending on what it is that you're asking for and what you want. I get it. So we're going to use these cards in the reading. We're going to see what this means for you and maybe how long you may have to wait. Okay. There are speeding cards in the deck. So we're going to see if it pops out, if it comes out. So I'm going to go ahead and push this to the side over here as well. So these are your main leading cards. Okay. I know you may not see it right now, but that's okay. I just have to leave that over there. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's get into it. We're going to use one of these Oracle Tarot cards starting off. This is for Sagittarius. Let's start off with Sagittarius money. Now, of course, with the six will find you, that was a really good card talking about money. So let's say right now you don't have a job. Success means what? A career, a job, something that you're doing so you can pay your bills. That is a success to me, okay? Being able to pay for your bills is a success to me. And you also had this card at the bottom of the deck that talked about prudent stone. So if you're spending money because money is slowing down, or if it's not as much coming in, that is some advice for you. Please slow down on spending your money. Okay? Just because the universe can confirm some things as far as your money being good does not mean that you can just go out and spend it willy-nilly, right? You got to have some type of prudence here. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's see what the first card is going to come out here, you Sagittarius. Let's get your money card. I want you guys to see it all. You have the Six of Swords, and you have the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. This is the sixth house, by the way. 6 and 6 is definitely work and career. Listen to what this says. Now, I asked specifically about money, okay? And it says the end of challenging times, period. The end of challenging times is the same energy as that success will find you. Okay, here we go again. Repeated messages that's basically saying woo-saw moment, Sag. Take a deep breath. And this, remember, these cards are not just only for one specific thing. These cards basically talk about a lot of different things in your life that are very challenging, but to be dissipating. You're not going to experience that for too long, okay? Now, you have another card here that says, the other is, can you guys see? Sorry, it looks like it dropped because even on my end, it was spinning. I apologize about that. I'm not really sure what happened, but things are looking up. A welcome relief, finding your way to a peaceful place, the end of depression or illness, travel, or location. Yeah, I was going to do things a little bit different here. I was going to keep going, and I'm not going to do that because I want to know what piece are you going to be receiving from what area. Now, we talked about the money, but let me see what cards come out in particular that's dealing with this piece. Now, sixth house is money and health. That's pretty obvious. Sixth house is money and health. And if you were to look at this card, this is basically talking about recovery with that Six of Swords. So let's say money, recovery with illness. It actually says it even on there, recovery with illness. God, that's amazing to hear, right? So I am seeing that there's going to be a lot of recovery here for you. This looks really, really good. All right, so let me see if I can clarify this Six of Swords and see what's going to come out here for Sagittarius. Oh, nothing but the truth and nothing but the truth. Split the deck and the Ace of Swords came out. Let's see. One card only because we have to keep moving. Let's clarify this Six of Swords, please. All right. I would say this has something to do with money, but definitely has something to do with your mood, overcoming this inner despair. Now, see, I like this because this has to relate to everyone. I can't just say it's one thing specifically. This is the reason why the card had multiple things on there, and this Page of Swords in reverse is basically that. Now, if you look at this, the Page of Swords says playing mind games. Now, if we're saying something in love, this is like a person coming back and they're saying, baby, come on, let's work it out. Because it's the Six of Swords, right? Oh, baby, we can work it out. Let's make peace. And you're getting all in a groove of things. Here you are, you're like, oh, it seems like everything is going good. Everything is going fine. And you're getting comfortable. And then what happens? Boom. You start to realize that the person that you're dealing with, they're playing with your feelings. They're playing with your emotions. So you see that this piece here, and this doesn't always, we're not talking about just love, guys. We're talking about this is happening with people who you are closest to. And sometimes work co-workers, bosses, playing mind games with you. You have no peace when it comes down to your mental state. And you see the reason why that came out, because you're not going to be at that place anymore. The Six of Swords is like removing yourself from that situation, moving away from that and gaining peace. Whether it's with a lover, a family member, or someone at your job. And you have to accept change, Sag. Some of you guys may not like it, because the Six of Swords talks about moving away from something. You could be screaming, oh, I don't want to. Some of you guys may actually have to leave. Your family is so effed up. You may actually have to leave the state. You're like, I don't want to do it. There's this energy here where a lot of you are going to have to accept change in some area of your life if you want to get peace. That's just what it is. That's what I'm seeing. And this is really of your self-discovery, because at the bottom of the deck is the Hermit card. And the Hermit card specifically talks about going within. This is something you realize, basically. You're realizing something. Coming to a realization that, you know what, things have to change and you cannot stay in this place forever. Okay? Oh, is it cutting out? Yeah, I actually see where it's kind of like blurry, in and out type of thing. I want to make sure you guys see this though. Try to hang in there with me, y'all. The afternoons are horrible because everyone is on the internet and everyone is streaming. So that's why it does that. Can you guys see at least? We got a lot to cover. I just want to make sure you guys can hear and see. It is for you, Kimberly. You said we can get what we can get. I know, I'm so sorry. Listen, one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go in for my Sag poos. Okay, I'm going to go in for my Sag poos. Thank you so much, Saida. I just now saw your comment. I appreciate that. All right, come on. Let's keep going. Come on, y'all. Hang in there with me. Hang in there with me. Let's see. And the bad part about it is this is actually picking up as far as recording is doing the same shit. So if you go back on it, it's gonna look the same way. All right. This is for Sagittarius. Let's see what comes out. We can't even blame it on the storms because this was happening before the. Y'all, look at what's coming out in your read. What is this? The Three of Pentacles. What's at the bottom of the deck? The Star card. Sagittarius, what the hell are you doing? This has been a constant theme for you literally for the past 5 months. Somebody actually wrote in the comment section that like, they were like, oh my God, it finally happened. I got like a job where like, I don't know. You guys got to go back and look in one of the comment section like maybe 2 videos ago. You see how this angel has a trumpet in her hand? This really is an announcement. This is like something happening for you. This is like graduation. Because the work energy is like you're about to be like a master of your craft. This is like being recognized for something that you're doing. And how many times did we kept seeing shine? That's what we're going to read the star, but that's what the star is. It's like something that you're doing. What did we read before about your energy, about your advocacy? Something that you're doing, you're being recognized for. This is like people lifting you up. You know how they lift up the king in the midst of the crowd? It's like king, king, king. And everybody's saying that. Sag, have you in that chair, right? Like they are uplifting you because there's something that you're doing that everyone is recognizing you for. So, I mean, true energy is amazing. Okay. Now here with the Three of Pentacles, this is what it says. Do what you love. And that's what you love to do. Right? This is going to be something that you love to do. It doesn't have to be the way that we say it is, right? Again, you make cakes. Somebody say this cake taste is good. It is like food to my soul. You're the only that I'm going to go to have this cake because it just makes me feel a certain kind of way. You guys get what I'm saying? There's something about your skills and your abilities where other people can really like, I mean, I'm not gonna latch on to, but they like thrive off the energy that you put in that cake, the energy that you put into that book. You get what I'm saying? Even on here, but this is really what the star card is saying. It says recognition for the highest quality of work, especially creative endeavors, being paid well for your craft, working well with others, and excellent reputation. Star card says, have faith, the future is bright. Now, the only reason why this card would even is because for some of you, we just talked about that earlier about the patient energy, right? How long am I have to wait for this? I'm ready to move on. The universe is like, are you ready? Are you really ready to move on? Because I'm telling you, remember we told you have to accept change. Because when it gets here, you have to be ready for it. But a lot of you feel like you're still standing in place. You really feel like you're not going anywhere. So this is the reason why it says, have faith that the future is bright. Dreams come true, positive changes. We talked about that. Look at this. A positive change that bring an end to challenging times. 6 of Swords, y'all. The first line on there says, the end of challenging times. That's what the first card said, the end of challenging times. Mental trauma and drama, mental stress, emotional baggage, staleness. Okay, that's what this is really about. It says the light at the end of the tunnel. Whew. Wow. Let's go. Let's go ahead. Let's clarify that 3 of Pentacles. Now remember, this is for anything though, okay? This could be for anything. Let's get it. You guys have, and the 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so let me see how I could do this. So you have the, okay, that was that. I'm taking it. You have the 3 of Swords. Look, this is even in the reverse, and this came out in the reverse. With this in the reverse. I'm not going to put too many there. I want to read it though. Look at this energy, y'all. Overcoming sorrow, right? Heartbreak and pain. You see how the first card that came out for you literally says, what did it say? Success will find you. This doesn't say that, Sagittarius, you had to go look for it. It says success will find you. Swords are the mental agility, right? We're talking about your mind. This is why it says recovery. Look at that. Are the words that we talked about in the beginning of the reading when we saw what? The 6th house. Recovery from what? We said all those things pertain to that house. Because the 6th house isn't just about physical health. The 6th house is also about what? Your mental health as well. So we're saying your physical health, your mental health, and your finances. There's a success, exactly, Aura. Success and recovery. This thing that brought you pain. This is where you felt hopeless. This is what we're talking about, right? That feeling of despair that we talked about earlier. And so at the bottom of the deck, this literally being in reverse says you're going to seize the day. Now is the time. The patient card there, though, it's like, to me, I already know why I'm going to wait for it to come out. It wants you to stay optimistic. The universe wants you guys to stay optimistic, truly. Because remember in the beginning, it says it's all about divine timing. You have to be ready for this, and you have to be prepared. You can't be scattered all over the place. You got sword here, sword here, sword here. That's the mind. The mind needs to be healed. The emotions need to be healed because you have to do. The 3 of Pentacles says, get yourself together. Work on you. And then you're going to see the blessings that the universe is going to bring in here for you. Some things you're going to have to let go because some of you, part of it has nothing to, we're saying doing the shadow work, but part of that has something to do with a grudge. Some of you guys are holding on to what someone has done to you. You're holding on to what people have said. And like, are you going to really grow in that type of environment? So that's the work that we're referring to here. Let's go ahead. Let's get your last card, and we're going to talk about love in a minute. We're going to talk about love in a second. We need to talk about that. Let's see what comes for Sagittarius. Sorry, let me see. Let me make sure it's not crooked. Sagittarius. Last card. Ooh, 5 of Swords. Let's read it. An unwise choice. There's a better way that will make you happier. Avoid people who lack integrity or who have questionable motives. Yikes. You know, the truth of the matter is here, Sagittarius, the 5 of Swords really does talk about the integrity even within yourself. So before we go outside of you, right, let's talk about you. Let's talk about you. What is the reasons why you do what you do? There's a few Sagittarius that I had to kind of like talk down off a ledge, so to speak. Not in a weird, not in that, not, I'm not gonna say it's weird, sorry. Not in that way, but in the way of like constantly feeling like, you know, you're always at odds or always have to fight. Yes, it's like defend yourself, stand your ground, that type of thing. But being in the energy of always fighting puts you at a place where you never have peace. You see, it's the opposite of the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords is saying, I want you here. The universe is basically saying, I want you here, Sag, but you're still in this conflict with something or somebody all the time. And for you, you're like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing anything. I'm just trying to mind my business. The first key to having peace is to do what? Avoid certain situations, people. Even when it comes down to certain habits that you have to get rid of it. That's step 1. And there will be some kind of, just looking at this, the World card talks about something coming to us. But we start off with success and end with success. Regardless of what this 5 of Swords is, which is challenges, we'll be able to overcome. When I tell you this reading is like smooth like butter, because it started off telling you what you will experience and how you will not be overcome by anything, right? Basically, there won't be anything that's going to overtake you. And it ended saying the exact same thing. Let's read it. A brilliant success, a time of joyful accomplishment and spiritual enlightenment, freedom to do whatever you want to do, and then yes, you will be proud of yourself. Having success with overcoming these challenging times. Now, I'm glad that came out because, again, I want to kind of see what this is. It really is dealing with people that's shady as hell. But we're going to see what's going to come out here for you, Sag. Look at this. Look at that. If you did not leave, if you don't leave something, you can expect your world to be rocked. Some of you are in dead-end relationships. Some of you have ruined your life waiting for someone, waiting for something. Even if it's your own mental, your own thoughts. What did I say earlier about holding on to grudges or feeling like you have to get back at somebody? The Tower card is a warning for you. It is a beautiful sight to see because the Tower is a releasing. The Tower is a releasing, and it's also a breakthrough, but it is a warning. None, because the challenging times will be ending, right? But sometimes it's forced. So universe says, which way y'all want to go? How do you want to let this go? How do you want to start your new journey? Do you want to experience this tower moment, or do you want to feel it? Either way, you're going to experience it. But a lot of y'all are like, no, I'm going to let it go. Because see, remember I said that resisting change. Some of y'all just going to, you're just going to experience it. Your money, that's just going to be your heart broken. You're going to be crying. Oh my God, why didn't I listen? Why did I, and some of y'all need that. Your soul needs to feel it. You just need to, sometimes that's like the straw that breaks the camel back. You need to have that experience in order for you to move forward. And that's a good thing, right? But this is some shady people. Let me talk about that too. Outside of you, anytime you see the tower, especially when it's in reverse like this, is like someone trying to sabotage you. And it's like, you missed. You thought you were going to get me. You're good, right? Like you thought so. You guys are doing the Trump thing, okay? If you know what I mean. And you thought you were going to have me. You thought that you got me, but you didn't. But see, that's how this is really working for you. Because some of you guys are at a point where you feel like you're at rock bottom because you're still dealing with the same kind of shit. But the universe is like, I got you. There's a narrow escape here. Whoever's been trying to sabotage you, hurt you in some kind of way, the universe is going to make a way out here for you with that Five of Swords. Let's go ahead. Let's get your last card. Man. Sorry. I want to make sure this is not crooked because that's going to bother me. Y'all had the Four of Wands. This is family fights, y'all. Like some of y'all are not even getting along with your family. I mean, of course we understand that this does have something to do with spousal energy or people that you have children with, that type of stuff. But four really are the thing that bring you together. That's where your heart is at. And some of you in general have been betrayed by the people that are closest to you. And that's what makes it so hard for you to really trust people to begin with, because the Four of Wands starts with the home. Could have started when you were little inside the home. So you've been having trust issues for a very long time. I do see that there are some decisions that you're going to have to make with this Four of Wands, y'all. Y'all got a neighbor. Can I just tell you something? It's so funny when like certain things just kind of creep in a little bit. Some of y'all got a neighbor that's around you that's argumentative as hell. If I were you, try to stay away from the person. It's interesting because the Five of Swords even talked about trying to avoid, to try to stay away. So you do have someone in general who is like I'm sure. It's almost it just kind of feels like they don't have anything else better to do. Okay. It's that type of thing. I also see that for some of you, it's like the neighbor's spouse is attracted to you and they know it. So then they don't like you. Okay. I just kind of saw that from from the way. That's for a few of you. Let's talk about love. And then we're going to end this. The Three of Swords here talks about being able to reconcile that something isn't going to work. Because usually when you see reconciliation, people are like, oh, we're going to get back together. We're going to get back together. I mean, it's up to you because you did have the Two of Swords here. But remember, the Three of Swords is like, am I able to forgive you for what you've done? Am I able to have a peaceful place in my life and in my heart and in my mind being with you? Two of Swords is basically saying you have to make a decision based on that. Now, if we're talking about love, there has been a lot of harm done. You are healing from that because that's in reverse. You also have the Six of Swords that says peace. But what do you have to do in order to get to that place? A lot of you right now, there's like a silent treatment thing going on. I don't know if that's a way of your person trying to punish you, or you're trying to punish your person, or you just don't have anything to say. But I'm seeing that. There's a lot of suspicious energy within a relationship or connection. It doesn't matter if you're dating. I want to be clear because some of you guys think that when I say I'm talking about a relationship, you could be dating someone for a week or whatever. You start liking them and then all of a sudden the suspicious behavior starts. Okay? It doesn't have to be in a long term with this type of situation. It does not. So let's go ahead. Let's see what comes out here for you, Sag. Uh-oh, Sag, can you see? Can you guys see? It looks like the thing is spinning. Is that on my end? Hold on, let me see. Okay, can you guys see? It was spinning on my end. I want to make sure you guys see when I drop the cards. Okay. That's why I said hang in there. Hang in there. All right. This is for Sagittarius. Now, this is going to be specifically dealing with your love. We already saw it here. Now, we're going to use these cards dealing with your love, okay? You got one that flipped. Here, you have the Strength card. Whew, man, it takes great strength to be soft. The Strength card, the Four of Wands is interesting because the Four of Wands is here, and this is comfortability. This is someone who you were comfortable with. Let's just go outside of the normal definition of the Four of Wands and say this is someone you were comfortable with, whether you've been knowing her for 2 weeks or you've been knowing her for 2 years. This is someone that you were comfortable with. If you pay attention to the picture, do you see she kind of looks stressed out? Why does she need strength? Because something has been removed from her life. It's either A, being strong enough to walk away or strong enough to stay away. You get what I'm saying? Strong enough to walk away, strong enough to stay away. Here we go. I want you guys to hear this and see it spinning again. Okay, spin it again. Let me make sure you guys heard that. Strong enough to walk away or strong enough to stay the hell back. Don't come back over here. That's what the Strength card is basically do. And when that card is coming out in this reading, it's like it's like a tug of war at your heart. And there's a fight going on. I love you, but I can't be with you. I love you. I'm comfortable. I trust you, but I don't trust you. So the Strength card really is the battle. Okay, let's see what else is going to come out. You see how she's sitting on that couch comfortable as hell. She comfortable. She like, okay, I'm good. I'm good here. It ain't giving her what she want, but that's how she looks. Next card here. The Moon. The Moon. Those are your deep feelings. What does it say? Take time for deep reflection, which is essential. Why do you need that? At the bottom of the deck, it says because you have a decision to make. When life is chaotic and you need to find a way, you need to make a decision. You are weighing your options about what? If you should stay or if you should leave and stay away. The Moon is like, but I love you. These are deep feelings that I have for you, though. It's a culmination of everything because it's the love and it's also it's the love and it's the disappointment. I don't know how I feel. I have my ups and my downs. One minute I'm okay, the next minute I'm not. I love you today and I hate tomorrow. Why am I feeling like this? This is the struggle that you are experiencing right now when it comes down to love. So the universe is saying you're going to have to go within. You're going to have to kind of take a moment. Don't worry about if they're going to call. Don't worry about what they're going to do. What is it that you want? Two of Pentacles is asking you that question. What is it that you want? Oh, how many was that? Oh, that was 3. I gotta take it though. Let me show you what came out. You guys had the, damn it. You guys had the 4 of Pentacles, and then you had the broom, y'all. You had the broom, y'all. Let's get the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles says, treat yourself to something shiny every now and again. You want to know what that means to me? You lost yourself in this relationship, and you have a tendency to lose yourself inside of a relationship. Don't come for me. Don't say that you don't, because yes, you do. And this is really happening with people who come in and out of your life too. So it's like they leave and you're mad. Oh God, you know what? I'm never gonna talk to that mofo again. I'm gonna allow myself to heal. I want to take some time to myself. You talk all that bull crap, right? And then when they start getting yourself back together, but what happens is when they come back, then you get yourself again. So this is the reason why I say you're going to have to really treat yourself and be serious about it. Because you only self-care when you love you, right? When you are loving you, that's when the self-care actually starts and it doesn't end. You want to know why? Because you can beat yourself up on the inside and sees it. But when you take your ass outside and you are not clean, you haven't washed your ass, you haven't combed your hair, you haven't washed your clothes, you're going to get talked about. And see, you don't want that kind of. But because no one can see the raggediness that all of us experience when we put so much time and energy in other people, think that it's okay. So here with the treat yourself, it's like, no, this is what I'm going to be doing all the time. Don't care if the person comes in and leaves tomorrow, you do not discontinue that. And some people leave because they don't like the smell of roses. You get what I'm saying? They don't like the fact that you are it. That sweet smells can be a little bit pungent to somebody who's not on your level. So you start taking offense. Oh my God, I don't understand why they're not with me. I don't understand why they're not here. Sometimes it's just that. They're just not on your level. And they leave. What is it that the universe is saying that you must do? This is something that you are doing. You must do. Because a lot of you are going to be experiencing this in the future. And I need you guys to hear me, because you guys, you get it twisted. You see the cards and you're like, oh, that ain't got nothing to do with me. These are all future predictions, whether you know the person. It says, tidy up your life so you can make space for something better. What? Remember we saw that whole reconciliation and letting go when I said, oh no, it's not about you reconciling with that person, even some of you will. I can always tell when the cards have 2 meanings to them. Some of you will be reconciling back and forth with someone until you finally are fed up. That's what this card is. That's what this spread is basically saying. This is going to happen with people who are new. This is going to happen with people who you know. When you finally are fed up, you're going to say, yeah, you know what? You got to go. No more donating my time to you. Because see, you're dealing with someone who likes to bend the rules their way, and you're just accepting it. So this is what I do see that there is going to be a lot of releasing. I feel like you guys are going to be healed on such a major level when it comes down to love. I do want to clarify, though, that that broom card, why that came out and who this could be. Let's get the broom. Who is Sagittarius going to be in their life? Who is Sagittarius going to be kicking out? Let's get the broom. Ooh. Yep. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. And you got the 8 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. First card that came out was the Page of Wands. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. You had the King of Wands. You guys already know what that means to me. I already know the King of Wands could be someone new. I told you. Okay. Look at this. And that's even a new card, full card here. You're going to do it anyway. You want to know why? Because you refuse to live your life in fear. You refuse to keep, oh, I got to safeguard myself. I got to, I don't want to be hurt. I'm not, you don't want to live like this any longer. You don't want to be overthinking anything. So this is the reason why I always tell you guys, when it comes down to you dating, the Page of Wands is like, just give them a little bit. You see what I'm saying? Just give them a little spice, a little fire. We're not asking you to give them the whole stick, right? We're not telling you to give the whole cake to the person. We're saying just a little bit of your spark so they can remember. That's it. That's enough to penetrate this King of Wands or this Queen of Wands. That's enough to penetrate them. Okay? I do see a new beginning here for a lot of you. I really, really do. Just be careful though, because some of y'all are very good looking individuals coming into your midst. And that lion showing up again, especially if you're dealing with a Leo or mentality type or temperament, they have a tendency to be a little bit selfish, not saying Leos are selfish, but egotistical. Okay. And they are suffering from meism. Okay. So I do see that here reading, but you do have a new person coming up in here. So temper this situation, I beg you. But there's going to be a whole new world for most of you guys, okay? So this is what I have for you here, Sagittarius. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you do, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you're interested in a personal reading, all of that is below. I will be going live on Cash App a little bit later, I think around 6 o'clock. And if you are interested, you guys can come over. All right, love you.